Welcome to the Words with Wade podcast. Founder of Uncut Media Group, a hip-hop blogger with over 10 years experience, editor-in-chief of UncutMagazine.net, he's Wade Blogs. Pokemon Go expert, comic book fan, and an overall wild card, she's Ari. Founder, artist, and CEO of A-Game Records, he's G Li. And now, here's your host, Wade Blogs.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Words with Wade podcast, episode 56. I do this every week, don't I? 56. It's 56, right? It's 56.
You told me.
Yeah, it's 56. Episode 56. I don't know. Fuck it. Of course, I'm your host, Wade Blogs, a.k.a. Mr. Quid Pro Quo, a.k.a. the...
Wait for it.
Wade Blogs.
Right.
Joining me as always, Pumpkin Spice. That sounds like a Spice Girl, Pumpkin Spice. Was that a Spice Girl? Was that?
No.
It wasn't?
No.
You sure?
Pumpkin spice?
That makes sense. Because
No,
it was like
man.
Posh
It was
Spice
not, no.
and... Oh, okay.
And then pumpkin spice?
I mean, I don't
No.
know.
No, that was not a Spice Girl.
They English. They
Oh
might
my
have thought it
God.
was
Bye.
funny. I don't know.
Bye.
Anyway, Ari's in the building, y'all.
What's up, y'all?
And and from an undisclosed location,
Parts unknown.
G is here. G Li is here. We was setting up, right? I'm gonna tell you it's funny. Because we were setting up and I said like, we're waiting on G Li. And Ari's like, damn, you said his whole name?
Yeah, because it sounded weird.
Yeah, that usually doesn't happen.
Yeah, usually though. That's like when your parents say your whole name.
Yeah. It's like, damn, what he do?
Waiting on Wade Blogs. Wait, Aloysius Blog? That does sound really odd. I need a new middle name. But Aloysius is so gangster.
How you gonna change? You can't change the name.
Yeah, I can't change my middle name. That's my name.
Man, Lady Aria started being like a whole trademark name for a lot of stuff I do now.
Use it.
It's crazy.
Use it. But
That's just dope. I like it.
thanks to everybody listening to the podcast. If you're new to the podcast, what we like to do every podcast is catch you up with our last week
Sorry.
since last episode. And as always, ladies first. So Ari, how was your week?
Ladies first.
All right. So, this week has been about fucking leveling up.
Level up.
Yes. Well, yes, not with Pokemon. Sorry, you guys. It's like once I started working, it was just like, bruh.
We definitely need to take that out the intro.
Yeah, about that. But, all right. So look, right. So I say it's leveling up because ever since I signed my lease, it's like all this good stuff started happening. So I don't know if y'all ever been behind on Dominion. No, maybe.
No.
All right. Well, anyway, my jank was setting up in collections for like 2 whole years. 'Cause I forgot it was there. And so I thought they was going to charge me like, $600, $800 to cut my power on or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, nah, it's going to be about $70 something for the next 3 months. I was like, what? That's great. That's awesome. So Dominion I handled. And then I did sign up for school. I got my internet cut on. It was just a whole bunch of stuff trying to get, ready and stuff. But I'm going to probably most likely go on a hiatus. Even though, okay, so I found my Twitter.
Yeah, we did have this Twitter conversation.
And it was ironic because when I signed in, Twitter gave me a notification. It was like, you joined Twitter this day 6 years ago. And I was like, yo, that's mad creepy.
See how the universe works.
So I found my old Yahoo account, which in turn should get me into my old Facebook. So then that old Facebook will now be for the show.
Okay, good.
So yeah, so I don't know. It's a lot of good stuff going on. A lot of stuff I'm recovering. My registration thing came in the mail. Thank God.
Good.
I didn't get towed from nowhere. Crazy. Because Virginia over here, if y'all listening from the uncommonwealth areas, then y'all don't know that we literally got to pay for registration every year, and we got to pay personal property tax like 2 months after that jank come out. So it's like, for me, I think, yeah, mine expired in October, so in about like next month I should be getting my personal property tax. And that jank right there, that you'd be like, yo, I got Christmas money. You'd be like, bloop, personal property tax.
And yet another reason why I don't have VA plates.
That shit suck if y'all in the Commonwealth. So, my tag, like, the year, of course, expired because it's like October 2017. So, it expired, like, I want to say last week. Well, obviously, a couple weeks. And I thought I was going to get towed. So, I've been rolling around and people like, oh, hey, come here. I'm like, nah, fam. Nah, I'm not going nowhere. But finally everything is starting to freshen up a bit. So January to May, other than the show, I'm definitely going on a hiatus, like away from everybody and everything. To put my head in my laptop there and do school stuff.
You gotta hibernate.
Yeah, like the last time I went to school was 2009, so I'm gonna have to pay attention on all areas. I'm trying to be like a straight B student at least.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I will go back to school, but I'm past that.
What?
I tried to go back to school once, but I just couldn't get back into it.
There's this 60-year-old with a book bag. I saw him at TCC.
No, I don't mean like age wise. I just mean like, I hate to use this term, but I have to use it for the conversation. I'm so woke that.
Oh my God.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just look at school like completely. You know what I mean? And I'm one of the people that hate. I'm not woke Twitter. I'm not that dude. I'm definitely not that dude that walks around telling people about being woke. I'm not that guy. But I have a certain level of awareness that just certain things I used to do, I just can't do anymore. Now, I don't knock anybody for doing them, but I just like, nah, I'm just not with that shit though. Like, no.
But what were you going back? What would you be planning to go back to school for? What were you thinking about going back for?
When I went, it was business administration. Well, originally, and this is telling y'all a way lot about me. When I went to college originally, I majored in pre-law. I wanted to be a lawyer, but I dropped out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I dropped out. And then I tried to call now. I know, right? But then here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing about that. I dropped out and I wanted to go back. Try to go back for psychology because I think I'm a mind dude. I watch Discovery ID all day. I love the human mind and what the human mind does. I'm a big proponent of that. Mm-hmm. But I just couldn't grasp the online classes. I really tried. And back then it was so regimented. Like you had to be online at 8 o'clock in this chat room and do this and do this. And I just couldn't do that. So I dropped out again. Then I was looking at it again, and this was actually recently. I would say within the last 3-4 years. I was like looking to go for either a degree in business management. But just my life was just so hectic. I couldn't do that. So, but at this point, it just, I don't see the point. Yeah, it's cool to get the paper behind you. Just say I have this paperwork behind me. Mm-hmm. But just the reality of it, it's just not for me. And that's cool. College is for some people. Some people's not. It's just not for me at this point.
Well, I'm not going to necessarily say that I'm not quote unquote woke, but what I would like to do, of course, you already know with no pun intended, but working with my hands as far as like a male dominated job.
Pause.
Shut up over there.
Super pause.
Shut up over there.
That whole statement needed a pause.
Oh my God. Anyway, with like construction.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that, a lot of foremans aren't going to hire me. Whole nother conversation, whole nother different time. So, with that being said, it's like, I'm going to have a paper after my name in order to make anything over 17, 18 an hour working here in Virginia. You know, and like without that, it's really hard to work for the government.
Yeah.
So, you know, I have a job in mind that I would like to do, a career path in mind, and they're looking at you need a bachelor's degree to even be considered. So, just kind of playing the game so I can get paid what I need to get paid.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
I completely understand that.
yeah.
Well, anyway,
The,
G.
the, the degrees definitely play key. Like, and it's sad because it's just a piece of paper at the end of the day. Doesn't to me doesn't justify how much you know or how much you're aware of, but you know, it's still looked at as, you know, a certain accolade and to your merit as far as what you're capable of doing. So, but as far as my week, it was a long week, but a good week. Especially yesterday, the travels that I just had. I literally just touched back down in my undisclosed location. I went out of town, and for a friend of mine's birthday, she had a event themed birthday, and she chose Harlem Nights. So everybody was dressed in, you know, the attire of that era, and her and most of her family are from the island. So imagine Harlem Nights mixed with Caribbean music and reggae on it.
What the hell?
with the food and an open bar.
Oh shit.
Yeah, lit.
Yeah.
Lit. I had a ball. But prior to that, you know, it was just a long work week. You know, nothing too crazy. I'm excited though, because I had been having issues with the studio computer, and all of that has been resolved. So, new music coming soon from the AGI camp, not just myself. It's about to be crazy. 2018. 2018 already spoken for. We about to start working on 2019.
Damn.
Yeah. So Miss Your Aloysius.
Young Aloe. Young Aloe. Young.
You just want to be Young Aloe just so you can do the young.
Young. I swear that's a rapper named Young Aloe. Nothing.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google that right now.
Young Aloe. For me, nothing. Nothing. Just life, being dad. A funny anecdote I could share. I guess that's the word. Took my daughter to I have a friend. Storytime Wait. I have a female friend. Shout out to you. That owns a salon and
What kind of shout out is that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say because I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna say. Anyway, shout out to you though. She owns a salon in the beach. I'm in Lynn Haven, and the Lynn Haven area, and she did my daughter's hair yesterday. And it was so odd because, all right, my daughter's used to going to, you know, what I'm saying Belinda, Bonquisha, Tatalicious.
You better be careful what you say, because I think I know you're talking about already.
And all these people that do the hair out of their room or their living room or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So.
Or their mom's kitchen.
Yeah. So to take her to a salon and get it done like professionally, it was a different experience for my daughter.
So it was like taking her to the spa.
Yeah. She was just like she was like, Dad, I'm not, I don't know what to do. I'm like, just sit here. You're like, child, it's not that hard. Sit down. I told to the girl, I was like, hey, listen, it's my daughter. Just do it, you know what I mean? Ooh, take care of my little girl. I was like, yo, how long this gonna be? Like, yeah, about 2 hours. Well, check this out. I'm about to go to Chick-fil-A. I'm I'm about to chill out. Just holler at me later. So like 4 hours later, she says, hey, we're almost ready. Like we're almost ready. Whatever you're ready. So, but it was cool. My daughter got some Rihanna shit in her head. I don't fucking know. This is my oldest I'm talking about. My youngest doesn't do that shit. Not yet anyway. But yeah, it was cool just to take my daughter there, and then I took her girl nails done. Just to add a little bonding time with my kid. So that was really the highlight of my week. What's so funny is I was talking to somebody about this, like, you know, explaining in the podcast stuff, and it was like, you know, they a long time listener of the podcast, and it was like, I don't be talking about my week as much. It's because I kind of do the same thing every week. Not the same thing, but like the things I do are normal to me, but everybody else is like, oh, this is so crazy. Like, it's really normal. I listen to a lot of music. I blog. I father. I adult. And make a bunch of phone calls.
You ignore trash ass rappers in your inbox.
I do that. That is my favorite hobby, to delete you trash ass niggas. Yeah, so that too. That inbox update. My inbox is now down to like 50.
Down to what?
50.
60?
50. 50.
50.
Not the rapper.
50. Oh shit.
Yeah, so, you know, last week was like 99, and you know, I still get like inboxes. It's so funny because it's like it's a perpetual fight. For every like 2 or 3 songs I delete, 5 more come in. So to be down to 50 is really dope. The Words with Wade inbox has been popping, but nothing substantial. A lot of business opportunities that I think are fake, but I'm just funny on people. And that's pretty much it. Just so
random ass interjection.
Mm-hmm.
So young Aloe is on SoundCloud.
I knew it. Young Aloe.
He has one song he put up 4 years ago.
Young Aloe.
No, he has no followers and he's following no one.
Shout out to Young Aloe. We should get on the podcast.
The funny part is, it's a Young Aloe and then it's a Aloe Young.
Oh wow.
Aloe Young is an Asian guy.
Let's go. So everybody go check out the homie. Go check out the homie Young Aloe. No.
He got one song with 19 plays that he put up 4 years ago. He wasn't consistent. I don't think he was too serious.
Yeah, he was just playing around. He won't real. He won't buy that life.
I'm gonna listen to the song though. I'm gonna give him another play. I'm gonna listen to it.
He won't buy that action.
Because I'm curious now. Because it's really a nigga named Young Aloe out here in these streets.
Well, you gotta think of like Aloe Black. You know, Aloe Black. That's the dude.
Okay.
You know,
and it's Young _Aloe too.
Oh, he's corny. He's corny for the underscore.
You know, he a light skinned dude rocking the underscore. I gotta give him a listen.
That's right up your alley.
Light skinned dudes with the underscores in our name won't get no love.
Yo, you know what's so funny? This is another random sidebar. Talking to my brother Jamal Lord. Shout out to Jamal. He was telling me that, you know, the singer Aloe Black. I think his name Aloe Black. He had a song, I'm the man. That song, whatever. My brother hit me up, was like, yo, whenever I hear that song, I think about you. It sounds like you sung the song. I was like, what you guys have a liar? What are you doing, B? He's like, nah, it sounds real cocky. It sounds real arrogant. He said it sounds like me. I'm not that bad, man. I'm not. I don't think. Anyway, let's get into the rundown.
The rundown.
Now here's something. I'll leave that for later on, because I don't want to start the rundown with that. But let's start off with last week we talked about Meek. Got a lot of feedback about Meek. Just random feedback on Instagram, on Facebook. People just commenting on Meek's situation. A lot of people are just saying like, this happens to everybody, so why are we standing behind Meek? Why didn't we do this with such and such rapper or such and such person? And that's a very valid question. Even the comedian, what's her name, Jess Official, she had a whole video about, you know, Meek got what he deserved, blah blah blah. Woo, woo, woo. And I completely understand what he was saying. It's a very valid argument to have. My argument to that is that usually when someone does something, they don't try to do it to be the martyr. And I know martyr's not a good term for this because Meek's still alive, but the example I'm using, and in no way, shape, or form I'm comparing Meek to this person, but just the example. Look at Rosa Parks. Sorry. She didn't sit on the bus just because, you know, y'all gonna do all this for me. She was tired. You know what I'm saying? She didn't try to become this person she became, but she became a figure for our whole movement. And in the same way, and once again, I'm not comparing Meek to Rosa Parks, but just saying, at some point there's a straw to break the camel's back, and I think because more people are aware of the social injustice and the judicial inequities that are going on, Meek just happened to be in the right place at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think if it had been anybody else, we would have did the same thing, but it just happened to be Meek, and it's more visible. So a lot of detractors are saying, listen to Meek music, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Totally understand that there. But it doesn't take away who he is as a person and what's going on with him and his situation. The judge, it was recently revealed the judge is being under investigation by the FBI. Like, there's some social improprieties, there's some judicial improprieties here that has to be investigated. I think the judge should be disbarred. This is my little legal background here.
Yeah.
I just thought I wanted to go to free law.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. Like, from a lot of what I read about what the judge in past, like, has already done before this, just the approach and the attention she gives him, yeah, she need to come off the bench.
Yeah.
That it's not healthy.
I think
like that's
and then once
it's real unprofessional.
And then once again, Meek's been on probation since 2008, 2009. And he's had the same judge the entire time. Now, forgive me, I've never been on probation, but that doesn't sound appropriate to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the same judge every time for 10 years. That sounds really...
How was past the point of appropriate, it being inappropriate when, you know, last episode when we was discussing the situation as far as his sentencing,
right,
and some of the stuff that I read, that the judge, like when he was doing his community service, the judge showed up where he was doing his community service and stayed and watched him the entire time.
Exactly. Now, I was researching, the judge is a sister. From what I've researched, the judge is a older black woman. And she, of course, made some inappropriate, and I guess in this time, in this era we're in, we can't say inappropriate without explaining, because, you know, everybody's getting accused of sexual assault and sexual harassment and such. So the inappropriate suggestions or requests of Meek weren't of the sexual type. We talked about this last week, how she wanted him to leave his Rock Nation for her friend's management company. She wanted him to do a remake of On Bended Knee, which would have been hilarious.
Like, he raps, so like, why is he going to redo an R&B song? Like,
I don't get that, but she just had a lot of inappropriate requests of Meek to fulfill his probation. The question I wonder is how
she got a fantasy.
Yeah. Of course, she's obsessed. I don't want to say obsessed because that's a strong term, but she definitely has a vested interest in Meek and his career. Like, she knows who he is. You know what I'm saying? It's not like this is Robert coming in front of her. This is Meek Mill. And Meek, you're going to do some shit for me. It's like, I lost my train of thought there. Just completely blacked out for a second. But it's just really odd. Hove, of course, Jay-Z, who is the owner of Rock Nation, everyone knows. not breaking any news here. Wrote an editorial piece for the New York Times. You can go ahead and go on uncutmagazine.net and read it, or just Google it. NewYorkTimes.com, whatever. Shameless plug, of course. And it's a good editorial piece. A, do you have the piece or no? Mm-mm. Okay, I don't want to. It's a long piece. I don't want to read it. It's super long, but it's a good piece. Check it out. It's basically.
Yeah, I was honestly surprised. Like, I listen to Jay's music, but I've never read anything that he's written. Like, but you know, they kind of go hand in hand. But after reading the first paragraph and continuing on, I thought I was just reading like a regular editorial piece. I had to keep reminding myself, like, nah, this was written by Jay.
Yeah.
Not throwing any shade his way, like, or anything like that, because I would expect at the level that he's at and the success that he's had, you know, his grammar's on.
Right, right.
But no, it's a really insightful piece.
Yeah, it's a very well written piece.
I was honestly happy that Jay's actually, you know, speaking out about, because, you know, Jay be mute about a lot of stuff. Like, he don't step out and voice his opinion about a lot of things unless it's on an interview like he set up.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it doesn't just kind of like be random and he just be in the news or things like that. I mean, this was still on his own terms. But I honestly like how he's been using his platform and his influence and his voice lately.
Yeah, Jay, and it's a very valid point you bring up. Jay only does things, for lack of a better term, on his own terms. You know what I'm saying? The Rap Radar interview was like in his house. You know what I'm saying? Like, this article is written from his perspective. And once again, it's a very well written article. Like I said, the New York Times published it. It came out Friday. I'm actually looking at the article here. It's a couple of pages. Go to NewYorkTimes.com, look it up. Go to Uncut Magazine, of course. Go look it up. Very, very well written interview. It tripped me out that I was surprised to see it was by Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jay's type of person.
Sean Carter,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I thought it would have been like Sean Carter. And I think it would have threw me off. I wouldn't have thought it was Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying, the road. I thought it would have been like, oh, this guy named Sean Carter. You know what I'm saying? But I think he did that purposely with intent so it can bring more light to it. Like, hey, Jay-Z said this.
And that's just a move, like, attention to detail in itself. Like, Jay knows how to maneuver with that. Just like you said, with it saying Jay-Z, it'll bring more attention to it. Like you said, if it was just Sean Carter or just, you know, S. Carter on it, it would have kind of got overlooked. Like, oh, this piece was written by Jay. That's what I meant when I was like, I like how he's using his platform, because he put his stage name on it to bring more attention from the music side. But since he's crossed over into the business world as well, I feel like they still know, okay, yeah, his moniker is Jay-Z.
Right. Now I'm going to read an excerpt, because like I said, it's a good, I really like to read the whole article, but I'm not, because we just don't have the type of time. But I just want to read a quick excerpt here. I was just going over it really, really fast. I encourage everyone who's used the hashtag free Meek Mill to go read this article. If you know what I'm saying, you're so inclined. It's a good article. It feels like Jay wrote it. It feels like Jay wrote it. It doesn't feel like Jay told somebody to write it. It feels like Jay wrote it. You know what I'm saying? And there's a difference. Yeah. Now there's a quick paragraph here. It says, what's happening to Meek Mill is just one of the examples of how our criminal justice system entraps and harasses hundreds of thousands of black people every day. I saw this close up when I was growing up in Brooklyn during the 1970s and 1980s. Instead of a second chance, probation ends up as a landmine, with a random misstep bringing consequences greater than the original crime. A person on probation can end up in jail over a technical violation like missing a curfew. And that's real. That's a quick excerpt. Once again, I encourage you, Uncut Nation, to go read the article. It's a great article. is written by Hove. It feels like it was written by Hove, and it really speaks to the situation and why we're doing this for Meek. Continuing here, that was a horrible segue.
Right.
I know, right? Continuing on.
All right, so let's clean it up.
Okay.
Speaking of, because you mentioned how you explained to when you were getting all the feedback about the Meek Mill situation, this and the third, and you were like, well, people don't, expect to be the martyr, this and the third, da, 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 da. So,
good.
With that being said, I don't think Kaepernick thought
that was a great segue.
By him taking the knee, that it was going to lead to what's going on with him currently.
Yeah, great. That was a great segue. Now that you mentioned that, G, that's how the professionals do it. I'm glad you mentioned that, G. Like,
oh my gosh.
In related news.
Oh my gosh.
Colin Kaepernick was named, and to be PC about it, GQ Citizen of the Year, which used to be the Man of the Year, but because it's been other people, it's been Citizen of the Year. Mm-hmm. Wonderful. So glad to do it. I know a lot of people are trying to look under the surface and saying, well, they did it for a political move and da-da-da-da. I don't care. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing he's done and will continue to do. He's everything they've tried to throw at him, he's knocked it down. They say he was doing it for publicity. They say he was doing it for getting more money. They said all these things, but he's doing the right thing. He's continually doing the right thing. He's donating millions of his own money. He doesn't have a job right now. If you really think about Colin Kaepernick, he doesn't have a job right now. He's continuing to doing all these things.
And that's the thing that I feel like a lot of people forget. Like, he's unemployed.
Right. He's living off of his NFL pension and whatever he saved up. And he's still donating money to all these causes, and he's still going out to speak, and he still does that I Know Your Rights, I Know My Rights campaign. And he's like, we don't in the modern era have anybody like this since Muhammad Ali. Like, think about what he's doing.
Good reference. Great fucking reference.
Thank you. I did my homework this week. Think about what he's doing. And I think history will look I think 20 years from now, we're going to look back and be like, yo, he started something. It's going to be like Muhammad Ali. If you remember when Muhammad Ali came out, Cassius Clay, he came out when he was Muslim and everybody hated him and how he was a coward and all these things. And 2 years ago when he passed, a year and a half, 2 years ago, he was one of the most loved men ever. So I think history will look back on this and be like, you know what? Colin was a hero. And we should have respected him when he was doing it. We should have realized then at the time, like, yo, he's doing the right thing and more people need to do what he's doing. He really stepped up. He put his neck out there for us. And the least we can do is stop watching NFL for him. Least we can do. And a sidebar to that is that the interview he did with GQ, the pictures, phenomenal pictures. He insisted, GQ has said he insisted that all the clothing he wear be from black-owned companies. So all the clothing he wore in the interview and the pictures you see in the editorials were all from black-owned companies, and that was a detail he insisted he was going to be a part of the article. So once again, just as another thing you add to his resume, you know what I'm saying? Like that detail.
The thing that I be forgetting from time to time is how young he is.
Yeah. That's actually a very valid point, and that could lead to something. That's another segue there, but I'm not getting to that one because I have more to say on this. But shout out to Nessa. I see you, Nessa. Gotta get Nessa a shout out. Have to get Nessa a shout out. But speaking of how young he is, we're doing segues this week. The Forbes just released their top 30 superstars and people in various fields under 30. With Kendrick Lamar on the cover. And you can go check it out anywhere, Forbes.com, whatever have you. What tripped me out, and I was telling this to Ari before the show started, of course, I didn't realize Cardi was so young. Cardi's 25.
Yeah.
I didn't realize she was so young.
Yeah. But you thought she was like in her 30s?
I don't know what I thought. I just thought 25 is young. Like I look at her a little differently now. Like I understand now. Like you're a kid, and I sound super old when I say that, but you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like
I mean, but at the same token, like a lot. If you're looking at the 30 under 30 list, just in the celebrity category, like not too many of them is over 25.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at her, she's 20. The homie Lil Uzi Vert is 23. You know, we have the same birthday, Lil Uzi. I said it like every time.
The youngest person that I've seen on there. Okay, well, I take that back. Because I was about to say designer, but it's not. I just seen Daya, 18-year-old.
I saw somebody that was 17. Travis Scott is.
Matter of fact, yeah, I just seen him. James Charles.
Yeah.
Pickup artist. He's 17.
Yeah, Travis Scott is 26. SZA's 28. Young Thug's 26.
Like that's so crazy to me. Like at 17, I was not thinking about being on Forbes. I don't even think I knew what Forbes was at 17. To be honest,
not at all. Look, Young and May is 25.
Yeah.
It's a dope piece. Forbes.com, the top 30 under 30. I have it broken down by categories, like music, celebrities, games. It's a very, very dope piece. Make sure y'all check it out. Like I said, Kendrick Lamar's on the cover, and it's shaping up. And
hold up, it's another 17-year-old here. She's an actor. Yara.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Khalid is 19.
Khalid is 19. Yes.
Yo, his young self.
And y'all, Playboy Cardi is 22. Isn't he from here?
Who?
Playboy Cardi.
I don't think so.
Uh,
Lil Uzi Vert's 23.
Who?
Lil Uzi Vert's 23.
23, yeah. It's shaping up, and y'all tell me if y'all see this, what I see here. With Kendrick being on the cover and just Kendrick in general, it's shaping up to have him to be the leader of the new school. No? Yeah, no? What you think?
He's been the leader of the new school.
I mean, some could argue and say it's Drake, but Drake is over 30, right? But did Drake just turn 30?
He might have just turned 30, but at the end of the day, with the musical moves that have been made and the musical presence, like Kendrick's been rising, Drake's been declining. And I honestly think Drake's been declining musically because he is more focused on behind-the-scenes business ventures. But in my opinion, I think what kind of he fails to realize is his music impacts that. Like his presence in music kind of impacts how well the behind-the-scenes go.
So I Googled this just for the benefit. Drake is 31. But here's an omission that I just found out. It's the top 30 under 30, right? Rihanna's 29. She's not listed. Chris Brown is 28.
I ain't know Rihanna was that young.
Yeah, Chance is 24.
I guess that makes sense because when her and Chris Brown was dating, they was around the same age, and when it came out, Chris was 17.
Yeah, Chris is 28.
And I was grown. I was grown when I met that nigga. I was in college and shit. So, yeah.
Hell, Meek is 30. J. Cole 32. Interesting.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know Cole in his 30s. Cole talk about college debt too much. That's something I relate to.
That's grown problems.
I know he got some miles on him.
College was a while ago for him.
Exactly.
Yeah, so once again, the article Forbes 30 for 30 is very interesting to see the ages of these people, and they're doing remarkable things. Like I said, I never knew Carter was 25. I don't know. For some reason, I guess I thought she was closer to Nicki age. Nicki is 34. So I thought they were like closer in age, but shit. And she's 25. It's just interesting how they categorize it as well. Music, entertainment, celebrities. It's a very, very dope piece. Check it out, Forbes.com. And speaking of categories, it's recently. You see me out there. I'm out there working. You see me.
I see you because I know where you're going.
my man. It was recently released that the Golden Globe Awards put Get Out for nomination, of course, because it was a wonderful movie, the Jordan Peele movie that we talked about on this very podcast. They have it categorized as a comedy. Now
let's clarify something. He submitted it that way as well. Like, it wasn't that they put it in that particular category. When I guess it was like a kind of like a catch-22. He submitted it that way because they didn't have a category that fit his movie. He was like, it's not a social thriller category. So he just went ahead and submitted it and didn't really think nothing of it in that category. He didn't know that it was going to be that much of an issue because of how he felt about the movie. He was like, yo, at the end of the day, it's showing truth. Like, the category doesn't matter. He was like, they can put it in, horror, comedy, thriller, action movie. At the end of the day, the movie is what it is, and it tells the truth. So to him, he didn't really second guess it. But once he realized, like once he heard the outcries and everything behind it, is when he was just like, well, damn.
Well, here's he put a response here, courtesy of Deadline.com. This basically says Universal submitted their film Get Out Best Motion Picture as a musical or a comedy category.
Yeah,
which is crazy. But
that was his response right at the top. It said decision by Jordan Peele, Blumhouse and Universal submit their film Get Out musical or comedy category. Is how they submitted it.
Yeah, and his statement, I'm gonna read in part because I'm not going to read all this shit. But he basically says, when I originally heard the idea of placing it in the comedy category, it didn't register to me as an issue. I missed it. So there's no category for social thriller. So what? I moved on. I made this movie for the loyal black horror fans who have been underrepresented for years. When people begin standing up for my voice, it meant a lot. Get Out doesn't belong to me anymore. Now it belongs to everyone. The reason for the visceral response to this movie being called a comedy is that we are still living in a time in which African American cries for justice are being not taken seriously. It's important to acknowledge that there are funny moments. Systematic racism in the movie that is about very real. What? It's important to acknowledge that although there are funny moments, the systematic racism in the movie is very real. More than anything, it shows me that the film can be a force for change. At the end of the day, call Get Out horror, comedy, drama, action, or documentary. I don't care. Whatever you call it, just know it's all truth. Can't argue with that. He tweeted and said it was a documentary, but I guess in this rebuttal, he's saying it's everything. It just, to me,
at the end of the day, they're not going to give that movie the accreditation that it's supposed to have for what it did, simply because it's the first of its kind.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He did something that they weren't ready for. Like, he did multi-million-dollar movie with a low budget, his first directorial debut with a unknown cast, and broke the box office with The Truth.
Yeah.
They have to find a way to dumb it down.
That's what I was wondering. If they and I know it's different awards here, but they did a similar thing for Chance. Why can't they do it for Jordan Peele for Get Out? You know what I mean? How they basically changed the categories for Chance for him to win a Grammy. And once again, I know it's not the same award show, but why can't they do the same thing for Get Out?
All right. So enter conspiracy theory G.
Here we go. Welcome to the team.
That was the beginning of how that made me pay attention. Chance was no longer independent.
Right.
Somebody had to sit down at the table. Somebody had to talk to somebody. Some palms had to get greased.
Mm-hmm.
Some type of dialogue had to happen for them to introduce a whole new category just to consider his project.
That's a very valid point.
You know what the crazy part is?
What's that?
In the next 5 years, Peele's gonna win an award for something.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna win an award for something. And after this, I wouldn't be surprised if the category that this movie was supposed to be in shows up within the next 5 to 10 years.
Now, to that, I think if they make more movies in this vein, because it can't say it's a category yet, because it's not a category, but if they make more movies like Get Out, then I think you'll start seeing.
He already said he got like way more.
Yeah, he said that. But
so even if it's just from him,
the Jordan Peele category.
Like at the end of the day, I think the outcry from this situation going forward, if it continues to go this way, just off of the public's reaction, they're eventually going to have to change it.
I think, and I know Hollywood is very different from the music industry. We're finding that out now with all these recent accusations and revelations that are going on. Mm-hmm. But I still think there should be an exception made, just like we're saying, for like they made for Chance, they should do it for Jordan. And I do agree. I think with more, they're going to have to do it. But I think it's going to be a slower transition than it was for music. You know what I mean? Because like I said, you see Chance, the transition has happened. We're talking in past tense. We're talking in future tense. We're saying maybe in the next 5-10 years they'll do it for Jordan Peele. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I hope it happens.
Yeah, it's definitely a difference.
Yeah, and I hope he can continue to put out thoughtful pieces to make it happen. You know what I mean? I don't want it, and I'm not saying he is, but you know how someone puts out something so great, the next stuff they put out is trash, and you're like, oh well, this is why they didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I hope he continues to put out another. Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but yeah, one hit wonders. I hope he continues to put out something great, so we can say, yeah, you need to do this. We can put the pressure on them, like, hey, he's putting out 5 dope movies. We need something for him. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's a very, very intellectual individual and pays attention to what's stacked against him. So I think he plays chess instead of checkers, truthfully. So with what's going on still surrounding his movie, I think his next one is going to be a level up from this.
I think and when he did the whole Keenan and Peele comedy, I didn't pay a lot of attention to that. It was certain skits I would watch, like, okay, this shit is hilarious, but most of it, like, I was like, it was trash. But I never knew that man would do this. You know what I'm saying? You could, if you go back and look at some of the.
It didn't seem like it would come from that
Exactly.
From that place. Like watching the show is like, haha, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, you're woke, but you ain't about to wake nobody else up.
Right. Exactly.
Nah, he set an alarm clock.
And it's funny with comedians. I've noticed this. It's not the big joke that gets everyone. It's the nuances, the small details,
the small subtle ones.
Yeah, and I think if you go back and look at Key and Peele, you'll see a lot of those small details in their jokes that you're like, oh yeah, I can see this is funnier than you think it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a comedian thing. I was watching. I don't know. I was watching something on YouTube, and this comedian had said something. It was talking to, like, you know how comedians like joke on people that come in the stands or whatever. And this guy came in the show. Yeah, this guy came in the show. He had a crazy hairstyle. He said, "This dude up here looking like Weeknd's little brother Kane, right?" And like nobody laughed like it should have, but I was dying laughing because I was like, "Y'all don't even get that joke." Like Weeknd, his real name is Abel. He says he's Weeknd's little brother Kane, so Abel and Kane. He could have said he's Weeknd's little brother Weekday or something, but just the nuances of that joke was hilarious to me. It's a total sidebar, but just comedians, I think, it's nuances that you get. And I noticed that when watching old Key and Peele episodes, it's the nuances, not the overall joke. It's the little small details. You're like, oh yeah, that shit was funny. No segue for this. Anyway, couldn't think of a segue. I tried. I was sitting there trying. I couldn't think of a segue for this.
I know, because I was sitting here looking at it. I was like, how we gonna slide that over?
Yeah.
So let's get this one. Let's see how this works. So going into speaking about, you know, the relevancy and the authenticity of real art.
Yeah.
LL Cool J and Segues.
Yeah.
Your twin
is launching.
You hear her? No one thinks that but you, Ari.
You said what?
She said, when you said LL Cool J, she said your twin.
Look. You are the only person that sees and says that.
No one thinks that but you, Ari.
Hey. You're going to let me live in my little world, okay?
This is so funny. I seen, was it, I don't want to mention his name because I don't really like him no more. Like, I've lost a lot of respect for him because of his, you know, some recent movements. But Steve Harvey had on his show a rather large white woman. And apparently she's famous for something, whatever. But her crush, like her overall, like she's married and everything, but like her crush, like if she could have him, she'd have him, is LL Cool J.
That's so hilarious.
And I just thought that was so funny because she was like, and like Steve asked her about the whole situation. She was like, "Yeah, I was like 6 when I first heard him rap." And she just went into the whole, like, no, he had his gold chain and this and the third. So, of course, you know, Steve being Steve, LL Cool J sent in, like, a video talking directly to her.
That's funny.
To see this big, robust white woman.
Robust.
Sitting on the couch. And her face with LLK woman. I know that's completely off topic. It has nothing to do with it.
No, it's still LL. Robust is just funny. Robust. She was very robust.
Man.
She was very robust. I'm gonna start saying that to people. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, you look rather robust today." Like what? Like what?
That was like a backhand compliment.
I know, right? Very robust. Very, very robust. But we were saying that LL in conjunction, that's a good word, in conjunction with Sirius
In
XM.
conjunction, there you go.
Yeah.
Bring that dictionary out. SAT words.
Went to college for 1 year. With Sirius XM has launched a hip hop channel, classic hip hop, called Rock the Bells Radio. We'll start early next year. It's basically, and I'm reading here from the press release, it's celebrating the beginning of hip hop. The channel's name comes from, of course, LL's hit song "Rock the Bells." He says that his love for hip hop runs deep, and I'm passionate about restoring its legacy of respect. This will be very dope. I'm not a Sirius fan. It says it's going to be Sirius Channel 43. Starts early next year. I'm not a fan of satellite radio. I don't have satellite radio, but for all those who do, make sure you check it out. Support hip hop. And I think we should do more. They should do more things like this, because I think hip hop has the catalog at this point where you can do that.
Exactly. I'm very interested. Like you said, I don't have a Sirius membership. I've never listened to anything on it, except for maybe Shade 45, and that's because they got visuals that I can pull up on YouTube. But like, actually just listening to this might make me find a way to listen to it, because I would love to hear this shit.
Yeah, I think it'll be dope.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like, LL pioneer, he's an icon of hip hop. Like, he helped start Def Jam. So that era that he came up in, and then previous, like, he did stuff at, I want to say he was 16 or 17 when he sent his demo to him. So he was a kid then. But what was going on before him, during his time, and, you know, still what he's accomplishing now? Yeah, that'll be very interesting.
Yeah.
To hear his take on classic hip hop. Like,
now here's my question, because once again I'm not familiar with Sirius satellite radio. I know, of course, you mentioned Shade 45, which is Eminem's channel, and he has different people do different shows up there. What will LL have the same thing? Will there be like a 8 to 10 slot with 80s hip hop, and 10 to 12 or 10 to 2 with 90s, and 2 to 6 with West Coast, and I'm the whole program director over here. 6 to 10 with East Coast 90s.
You can't move to the program director. You're supposed to be A&R and project, and all of that.
I'm still working on China's project. Find China in stores soon. Find China's hilarious. But I'm wondering, is it going to be that way where he has it set up and they have, because I want to see who he has up there, DJing these segments. Like, if they have 90s West Coast, who would he have DJing? Could he be like King T, or like, who would do these things? I'm interested to see how he develops it, and just.
I would just love to hear a like kind of like an ongoing mix.
Like all day, nothing but.
Yeah, just all day, and they'll break here and there for him to say whatever, or him to have a couple of interviews or whatever. But as far as when the music is playing, like, don't stop it and just be like, well, here's such and such from such and such. Then play the song, and then when it's over, all right, so next we're going to hit you with, like, no, just give me the music.
To me, it feels like, and it's just in my head, like, and this is for all my gamers out there, when I'm playing GTA and they have the radio station West Coast Classics, where it's hosted by DJ Pooh, where they just play a bunch of old West Coast music, and Pooh is talking like a radio show. You're just playing a bunch of West Coast stuff. And I would think and like I said, I don't know how Sirius operates, but if he has a channel, I'm assuming the channel is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I would think you have to break it up into segments. I'm real curious about it. I want to see, and I might have to get a Sirius subscription in my car just so I can check this out. I'm very, very curious about it. And then what classifies as what he would play? You know what I'm saying? Like, does he stop at a certain decade?
That's my biggest interest, is like, is everything that he plays precedes him that he considers classic hip hop, or will it be, you know, the era, the 90s hip hop that we came up on mixed in as well?
Exactly. That's what I'm curious about. Like, what's the cutoff point for classic? Is it 90s and below, or does you stop at 2000? Like, what's the cutoff point? I'm really curious about that. But
I think it cuts off when Franchise Boys started. I think it cuts off anything that precedes that.
anything that precedes white tea is okay.
Yeah. Anything that precedes that, I think is classic.
I might have to agree with you. So I tell you what, serious shout out to y'all, shout out to LL, of course. Holla at the Words with Wade podcast. We'll come do a show up there for you. Let's do it. I'm always hollering at somebody. Maybe anything.
Either hollering at somebody or giving somebody a shout out.
I know, right? That's what I do. Shout out. Shout out to you. Not gonna say your name, but shout out to you. Now there was a little bit of controversy this week on the internet, of course, as it always is every week. That's what the internet is for, apparently. Nicki, you know, one of my baes, Wade's bae.
I don't know why, but okay.
I mean, she's one of them, I guess. Her and Cake. Shout out to Cakes. Shout out to you, baby.
We gonna have a serious talk about this one day, Wade.
Wade and his bae. Well,
because as much as you enjoy and like, you know, our sisters, with the exclusion of Cakes, all your other babies are like enhanced.
they're surgically genetically altered. They're surgically enhanced. I mean,
They're not gluten free.
They're not gluten free. Because, hey, I don't discriminate. You understand me? If you
they're
want,
not gluten free. They're not organic.
You know, if you want to be organic or you want to be enhanced, it's all good, baby. It's all good. As long as you got that melanin, we can work with you, baby.
Ew.
We can work with you.
Lord.
I mean, I was looking at Amber for a minute, but you know, you can't have Amber and Cakes. And then she got Savage. You know what I mean? So, you know, I let that go. And then, you know, Wiz is my homeboy. Shout out to Wiz Khalifa. Wiz is the homie. So, you know, yeah. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about Wiz for?
No, Amber, but it's just it's proper etiquette. If you my homeboy, I can't just go mess with your ex. That's, you know what I mean, my homeboy. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's proper etiquette.
Well, very true, because they was married. Like,
yeah.
Isn't it like man law or something?
I don't know, because
it won't just a thrash or, you know, they dated for a little while. Like, nah, they were married, you know.
I don't know if it's man law, but it's just...
She had the tattoo to let niggas know it was real and all of that.
Facts. So it's just proper etiquette. You know what I'm saying? I can't... That's just like... And this will never happen. I mean, shit, me and Amber will never happen. Shit. But like, that's like me messing with Beyonce. I would never do that. That's hoe. You know what I'm saying? It's just proper etiquette.
It's Beyonce, the fuck?
But it's hoe. It's hoe.
It's Beyonce. Fuck the Beehive.
Thank you. On top of the fact, Beyonce was... I'm Kelly Rowland. I'm Team Kelly.
Kelly Rowland, indeed. Well, truth be told, I'm kind of Solange, but I'm just saying, I kind of like the whole earthy chick vibe. I love that vibe. Listen, my ex loved that vibe, so not that ex.
Yeah,
ex.
you go ahead and have a knife in your birthday cake.
Yeah, as long as we're not going. We taking.
Oh shit.
We taking the stairs every time though.
Oh shit.
No.
You know how like your whole body go numb and you can't even laugh? Like it was one of those. It was like, oh damn. Like I couldn't even laugh, bruh.
But no. You know, tell you what's funny. It's so funny when I get these hateful emails about me and my babe. Y'all don't get this is all jokes. None of these chicks give a fuck about me. But like people be emailing me like, yo, you that's what's wrong with men today. They always want these women. Like these are jokes, man. Relax. I know the way I deliver these things don't sound like it's a joke, but it's a joke. Cakes don't give a fuck about me. I know Cakes. She's down the street. You know what I'm saying? China, none of these chicks give a fuck about me. It's just a joke. Relax. Cakes has a whole boyfriend out here. They don't give a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
It's just a joke. Relax. Shit.
Bruh.
But back to
Say it again.
Bruh.
But you know what? Actually, while we're talking, I have to leave Nicki alone too because she's messing with Esco. You know, I can't. Esco's my guy. Nas is my guy. She messed with Nas. I can't. You know what I mean? So I kind of leave Nicki alone too. I gotta get a new bae.
Damn, you went from like having 5 bays to no bay, and it's about to be Christmas.
Well, no, I still got China.
Ew.
She messed with that dude, but I don't care about that dude.
China's turning into like Lil Kim though.
I don't care about that
I don't
guy.
know what's going on with her skin, but she needs to stop. Queen, please love your melanin. Good Lord.
Yeah, I still got China. That's it, right? Well, that's it. Yeah, because I can't do Nicki no more.
I don't understand.
China don't know if
I
she black anymore.
That was just
I
a
don't
light.
understand. I don't see the attraction.
You gotta listen, man. Listen, I like those things. These are things that I like.
You like the fact that she doesn't know she's black?
She knows she's black.
No, she don't.
Well, she know she's
shade.
black. That's what me. Listen, I'm all for the melanin. I know, right? Listen, that was just that one picture.
Oh, one picture.
Little China knows. Tell him, bae, you know. And
okay.
and listen, that special guest we get a picture might be bae too.
Man,
hey, G, that guest we
the
gonna
black
get
community gonna give her up. Watch. Watch.
She might be bae too.
Nope, the black community gonna hand her in.
Hey, listen, you can't have that type of person in your presence and not make, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. And Uncut Nation, y'all have no idea what we're talking about, but trust me, it'll become real apparent in the next couple of weeks.
Yo, I ain't mad at you for trying your hand with that one.
Gotta shoot my shot, baby. Gotta shoot my shot.
That's a lot of experience.
Hey, fam. Hey, listen. Hey, everybody has experience. The only difference is you've seen that person's experience. That's all. That's
we
all.
seen it come up.
That's literally. Look, totally off subject. Look, totally off subject. Look, Ari has no idea what we're talking about.
I'm just gonna sit back here and look
Look.
for something in this death of a purse.
We're talking about we're not talking. Oh, hold on. Let me say that we're not talking about Nicki right now. Hold on. We were talking about Nicki. Nicki had a
talking about any of Wade's current base.
yeah. We're talking about one of my. That should be a hashtag. You know what? Hashtag Wade's Bae. We should start that.
Oh God, no!
Like Woman Culture Wednesday. I should hashtag Wade's Bae.
Hell no!
Hold on. So does that mean you're gonna be like doing Woman Crush Wednesdays and posting celebrities, and that's gonna be the hashtag?
I tried to do that before. Funny story. Story time. Wait, here you go. I did it before. I did it a couple of years ago. Actually, it was funny. You know when Facebook shows your memories, that stuff actually came up in my memories this week. Mm-hmm. I actually did like Wade's Women Crush Wednesday like maybe 3-4 years ago, and I was posting people I actually knew, like, hey, I think they're dope. These are my women crushes. And I remember how the people were feedbacking me. This was me, just regular me, just blogger Wade. Like, oh, I can't believe you like this person. This. Like, it was so horrible. And people were like, why you didn't post me first? Like, y'all bitches are so ungrateful. Like, I'll post somebody and they be like, oh, you should have posted me. You should have posted me first. Post nobody. You like I posted you at all. But it just got so much negative feedback from it. I let that go. But if you want to use your hashtag Wade Bae and be one of Wade's baes, as long as you listen, the qualifications are you have to be melanated. That's one.
Damn, Black China's out.
Listen, you can leave my China alone. Listen, you call China. I call it Angela. Angela blogs.
Yeah, okay.
Angela blogs. Melanin is the number one requirement, and
Lil Kim and China out.
Well, Kim just out anyway. Like Kim shaped like a bee. No shots on Kim.
She is. She getting on her Damn, I can't think of the baseball. What's his name?
What's that?
Sammy Sosa.
Sammy Sosa. Oh no.
Way to be on it, Ari.
No.
I already know.
No.
I don't woke in that category. Who is actually using their melanin?
No.
That's what I'm talking about. Look, that is the definition of clutch.
Listen. You see the pain and anguish in my face. Like no.
Oh man. I can't.
Like Sammy Sosa, what the fuck, yo? Like no.
We gave him back too.
Yeah, he was traded.
Yeah, we gotta get back to it. That's it.
Yeah. That's
So with all of that being said,
with everything. with everything being said, Nicki had a cover on Paper Magazine. Paper Magazine, you may remember, did the photo shoot with Kim Kardashian, which had the cup on her butt, and she shot it in the air. Pause. I think there's a pause there. But anyway, Nicki Minaj did a cover shoot where she had a Minaj. She used the euphemism of her name, Menage a Trois, for Menage a Trois. Spelled differently, of course. And it was a threesome of herself. And it was Nicki in a chair, and Nicki holding Nicki, and Nicki licking Nicki.
Or about to lick Nicki.
About to lick Nicki. And all the pictures of the photo shoot in the magazine were just Nicki. It was a virtual threesome.
It's three Nickies on each other.
Yeah, it was very sexy. But some people, of course, took umbrage. That's a good word. I'm using my college words today. Took exception to her.
So, Wade on his SAT shit all day.
I know, right? Look at y'all had me talk about college in the beginning, and then I gotta act like I've been there for a second. But some people took exception to her. A plethora, yes, took exception to her. One of those people were one of her contemporary. Well, not contemporary. One of her forefathers. Nah, I can't say that either. Well, Eve. Look, I love Eve. I think we all love Eve.
Can we go?
Okay, yeah.
Can we do predecessors?
Can we do predecessors for Eve? Yeah. It feels like she's old then. I don't know. Eve.
I mean, the age difference between them and like the career difference, like I would consider Eve one of her predecessors.
It feels like she's old when you say her predecessor. Like it's like Macintosh and Apple. You know what I'm saying? Like the iPhone 4 and iPhone 8. Yeah, it feels like the predecessor. That's what you say, predecessor.
It's the same iPhone.
But it's like completely different.
iPhone 4 and iPhone 8 are the same fucking phone. All y'all Apple users, y'all got the same fucking phone.
Hold on. Anyway. I have the iPhone. Let's chill out right there. But Eve was on the talk show, The Talk, and she had a lot to say about Nicki's cover shoot.
Yeah, she's a new host on it.
Oh, I know she was a host. I love Eve.
Yeah, she's a new host on it. Like, she just started as being one of the new hosts, and this is her introduction. This is what came up when she got on this show. Of course,
it would go to the resident rap person about this, right? So let's go. Let's hear what Eve had to say. EVE. Here we go. Do I have the audio? Got the audio.
One of those things is I got her barbershop. She is incredible. Like, she's a nice person. She's an amazing rapper, and as a lyricist, I respect her as a lyricist. But as a woman, from my point of view, to do that, I think in this climate, it's not good. I think every artist has a right to express themselves however they want to express themselves, and I respect that as well. For me personally, as I started coming up in the business, I started realizing that young girls were looking up to me and younger people were looking up to me, and that not that you want to be a role model, but it becomes what you become. It is what you are.
That's a responsibility.
It's a responsibility.
Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not. And I have always, as I've gotten older, learned that I'd just rather be a voice that's uplifting, that is, that I can be a voice for those girls who might not have a voice in a different way without showing myself off with my brain, with, you know, and I'm not saying for the Nicki fans, because I know I'm going to get some tweets from her fans, honey. I know that's going to happen. For the Nicki fans, I love her, respect her, go women in hip hop. It's not my thing. I just don't think it's right. Personally, period.
So that's what Eve had to say. And first off, let's say she had more to say, but we don't really care about that stuff. I love Eve. I've always loved Eve, and not in a like I want Eve to be a bae, but just I like Eve. I've always respected Eve. She's one of those people I've always respected.
So why can't Eve be bae?
Eve has never come off as sexual to me. It's really odd, and this is a conversation. I think me and you've had this conversation, G, about somebody else, like Foxy Brown. I've never been sexually attracted to Foxy Brown, but she has the. If you wrote down Foxy on paper, she's like the perfect bae, but I just never been attracted to her. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And I think it's just because of the way she presents herself. Like, Foxy presents herself as like your homie. Like she doesn't really come off the whole sex appeal thing. She's like, I'm just like you. I'm just.
And I'm about to say Foxy and Eve come off that same way.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So it's just like, you know what I mean?
But China is bae?
But China comes off like, hey, you want to fuck me, nigga. And I'm like, China, you're absolutely right. I
China
do.
comes off like she don't fuck anything that got good amount of money wrapped up.
I mean,
like you ain't gotta wrap your dick up. Your money gotta be wrapped up.
well, I think she's on her hustle. You know what I mean? I respect the sister on her hustle. I mean, but here's the thing: she knows she can't get it from me. That's probably why my phone hasn't rung yet.
Oh
but
my gosh.
But I'm just saying. But look, we get off topic again. Listen, Wade's Bays. That's a new hashtag. Wade's Bay. Hashtag Wade's Bay. How do we feel about Eve's comment here? As the resident woman.
Don't do that shit.
As the resident woman here, Ari.
Don't do that shit.
I'm about to say that's why I ain't say nothing. I need Ari feedback on this one. I need yeah. I love to hear this. Come on.
I don't know. I'm kind of caught.
You kind of
I'm kind of caught in between because at the same time, it's not new that Nicki Minaj has been very sexual.
Mm-hmm.
This is not new. And she knew, you know, as far as the company,
mm-hmm.
the magazine,
mm-hmm.
as far as that goes, they're, at least nowadays, are pretty much looked at as a form of art for some people,
mm-hmm.
but for other people, very distasteful.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the power to decline or to accept, you know, whatever photo shoots that you want to go for. So she knew what she was doing.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think she cares about so much as being a role model.
Yeah, I don't think she does either.
But I mean, I guess Eve has a point about being a role model, but I just don't think that's her MO. I don't think she really gives a shit. So, I mean, I think it's pretty dope off the play off words kind of thing. And of course, my mind is more open than a lot of females my age.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. It's just, I don't really know how I feel about it until like I listen to something or I look at it. I don't know. It's alright. I mean, I think the concept is dope, but Eve may just be looking too deep into it.
Well, you got to remember Eve's perspective. She's a married woman. She has kids. You know, she's older, so of course her perspective is different than what Nicki's.
Her perspective is different, but so is her situation.
Oh, yeah, completely, and also her demographic. Look who she was saying that in front of.
Right.
The audience that watches the talk are not the same audience that buys the Nicki Minaj out.
Well, if she would have any other opinion on the talk, they would have chewed her face off.
Yeah, and if you noticed, and I don't know if savvy watchers are saying this, like the host that was next to next to Eve, it felt like she was feeding her lines. Like she was saying, she said something and Eve was said. She said something and Eve was said. I'm like, oh, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. I just don't want. And once again, I love Eve. Always loved Eve. Pitbull in the skirt and all that stuff. Always loved Eve. Rough Riders, Double R, good stuff. Right. But I don't want Eve to be the token black rapper chick on that show. You know what I mean?
I think that's what she's gonna be, though.
And I'm not familiar enough with the show. I don't watch the talk. Sorry.
I don't either.
I watch it sometimes, but it's not really my thing.
Yeah, I have a job, so, you know, don't watch the talk.
I
got something to do today.
To be quite honest, I just recently found out Whoopi Goldberg is a spokesperson on the show.
Well, see, that's the thing. So many of these shows are confusing to me. There's like The Talk, and then there's The View, and there's another one. Like, I don't know these people.
Well, The View, that's a musical show, so I'll watch The View.
Mm.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of The Voice.
Yeah, you think,
yeah, The Voice,
you definitely think about The Voice.
Yeah.
Don't be singing nothing on The View.
It's like a similar format.
Isn't The View like, is that the one that Whoopi's on?
I have no idea.
Yes.
I don't know. Like, I just know Whoopi Goldberg is...
Yeah, she's on one of them.
Talk show host now on one of these shows. And it seems so weird. It seems so weird for her being on it. Because it's just like, you were silly.
I know, right? You know, it's
you're supposed to be more woke than anybody.
these are facts, but I think that once again, it's the demographic you're saying is in front of. I don't think Eve would say that at the Source Awards. You know what I'm saying? And not knocking Eve for who she is, because once again, we all have love and respect for Eve. It just feels like she was catering to her demographic. She knew what she was supposed to say, so she said it there. And she did.
I looked at it this way, because in my Wade voice, I'm about to say this. I'm about to tell my age. When Lil' Kim did her hardcore cover, and that was the picture that was plastered all over everywhere. You know, the street teams were taping and stapling that up on, you know, whatever they could. And so much controversy about that cover.
Mm-hmm.
That was back then. Because it was such a sexual display. But Nicki, at this point, I don't feel she needed to go that far with it. But it's nothing new.
I think times have been changed, because like you said, back then when Kim did her cover, that was considered risque. But now,
exactly,
that same cover nobody cares about. So Nicki,
yeah, it's like, okay, this is kind of the norm. Like, oh, it's not shocking. Like when Kim did it, I'll be honest, I still have that shit in a 3-ring binder in plastic. I'm sorry, I'm a hip hop fan. I was born in '82. Some shit don't change, even though Kim face and her whole structure.
Everything changed.
The missing link of the Kardashian. Anyway, but as far as the imagery, it's not new in hip hop. That's not new. I will say this, with the level that Kim is at, not Kim, Nicki is at, I don't feel she needed to do that.
That's a valid point.
Especially after the Sade-esque picture that she had. I can't remember what magazine it was on. I'm not gonna say in the wake. I'm gonna say in the shadow of Cardi B. She seemed to take a more reserved approach until this cover.
You know, and that's a very valid point you bring up as well. If you look at Nicki's recent photos and pictures and just things she put out recently, it's kind of been taken aback. And honestly, I was attributing that to Nas. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're with and I guess, Ari, I'm speaking to you on this one. I guess when women are with a man, certain things they did when they were single are not the same. You know what I'm saying? And if you're with a man like Nas, I would assume that you can't do that same shit you were doing when you were with Meek. No shots, just saying.
Yeah, it's from the perception, like, of course, you know, we don't know the man personally, but from the perception that we have of him, certain things, you know, he wouldn't okay or sign off on.
Right. But, and we sound hella sexist next. I know you're gonna be like, well, she can do what she want to do. Of course, I'm not saying that she needs Esco's permission.
But
it's just a respect thing.
I don't think that photo shoot did anything to further her career, because, you know, her music does what it needs to do for her career. I think that was just her I think that was just for her.
I think it's an attention grab.
That's the best way I can say it. Like, I think that was her kind of like reclaiming her, or feeling that, you know, she was still an object of attraction. Like, she needed something. She needed the public to have a certain reaction. That was her high, so to speak. Like, she needed to know that that people are still interested in her. The public is still resonating to her. I didn't feel she needed to go that far, but at the same time, be honest, I'm a guy that didn't shy away from looking.
Yeah. I'm as a man. Let's clear that. As a man, I'm perfectly fine with it.
As much has been enhanced on her, you know, the angles were captured correctly.
Yeah, as I said before on this podcast many times, I said on this very episode, I'm perfectly fine with the enhancements. Just don't look like capital B out here, capital P, or, you know, anything remotely resembling it. I feel like it was an attention grab, and I instead of, if Nicki wanted to get attention, instead of her dropping a photo, I'd rather her drop a new track. You know what I mean?
There we go.
Instead of dropping picture, I'd rather her drop a track with 2 other females. You know what I'm saying? I think that would have been more impactful than her dropping a picture of her having a threesome with herself. That's just me.
It would have been more impactful musically.
Mm-hmm.
I think at this point, Nicki is more concerned about her impact overall as far as her brand. Like, music is at the bottom,
and I think
of her brand.
I think it's a very valid point to that. I think she's kind of moving on from music.
Yeah, like, music is not Nicki's main priority anymore.
Yeah, and that's sad.
I think it's more so acting, fashion, you know, things of those natures. It's not, oh, I got to get in the studio, they waiting for this project. Like, her fans are waiting for the project, but I don't think that's her top priority.
Yeah, I don't think.
It's more so about the brand, the shock and appall.
Yeah. Well, Paper Magazine, go check it up. Eve's interview, Eve's statements. Y'all can agree, disagree. Let us know. Hit us in an email, wordswithwade@gmail.com. We'll read your comments next week. And now it's time for one of our more, I sound really radio-ish, right? One of our more popular segments on the show. No, that wasn't it. That wasn't popular. That wasn't popping. What's streaming with G? So G, take it away.
Yeah, so first and foremost, one of the projects that I want to mention is Talib Kweli's Radio Silence.
Dope project.
Like, anytime Kweli drops a project, I'm going to listen. Anytime he drops a song, any type of audio, does any type of interview, I'm going to listen. I'm a Kweli fan. He's phenomenal.
Yes.
All the way back. All the way back. The second, some people may know him, some people won't know him. Shahada the Prince.
Oh yeah, that project. I was listening to
Dope on Sunday.
Yeah, I was listening to.
He's been. For any real hip hop head, they know about Team Backpack. Team Backpack. He's been destroying Team Backpack for a while, but he's recently been on Funk Flex, he's recently been on Sway, and both of them he bodied. When Shahada Prince was, when they tried to put him in a box, as I call it, that, you know, the commercial music, because he was with Kanye, the music, so on and so forth. When they try to limit an artist's perspective musically, it bothers me, because the Shahada Prince that I hear now is not the Prince that they tried to market and push him to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, go get the project. Wonderful.
New Africa
Wonderful.
is a banger. If you get the project out there, make sure you check out the single New Africa from that album. It's dope.
Sure enough. It's a couple things on my radar that, you know, I haven't listened to, but I'm going to listen to it. I'm curious about. Shaq is Dope, self-titled project. I've heard his name mentioned a lot in circles. I've never heard him musically, so I want to hear how that sounds. Cap G got a new EP out called Move. P&B had a situation with Lil Bass.
The bass god.
The bass god, Lil B. In between them having that altercation, they had time to record a project. Catch the Vibes is out. Stally has a project out. For those who don't know who Stally is, and I have to double check, but to my knowledge, he's still signed to Maybach. He's the one you don't hear about, but goes for his career. He's the J. Cole of Maybach music. He has a project out, Tell the Truth, Shame the Devil. Anybody who knows who Anderson .Paak is,
Mm-hmm.
if you know who Paak is, New Worries, he dropped a remix to that. Omarion is back with CP4. Quick EP. New crooner of the auto-tune, T-Pain, has a project out called Oblivion.
Yes, I haven't sat down with it.
I'm curious to see what that's going to do, because, you know, T-Pain ran music for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of people don't want to give him his credit, but he ran music for a while, like on hip-hop and R&B side.
Yeah.
B.O.B. dropped, and I know a lot of people don't fuck with B.O.B. since he said the earth is flat.
This is true.
that boy is still rap, though. And, like, even in his projects, he's explained it. I'm not saying that I agree with the earth is flat, because it's not. But I like how he went about explaining, like, what was going on with it. Kid Ink got a new project out, Japan Hits 2017. And the final one, West Side Gun and MF Doom.
Yes.
Have a project out called West Side Doom.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to hear that.
I've always been an MF Doom fan from
because
way
MF
back.
Doom is not going to stray away from his roots. And to be 100% honest, I don't know who West Side Gun is.
Mm.
But for him to be not just on a song, but to do a whole project with MF Doom, apparently the nigga nice.
Yeah, him and Conway. I'm familiar with his work with Conway. He signed to Shady, Conway and West Side Gun.
Shit.
So yeah, I'm definitely interested. Yeah, they just signed a Shady recently, within maybe the last 2 months or so.
Oh shit, that's what's streaming.
Also,
Ari.
hold on. Also, you forgot Khalifa's new project just dropped. Since we just mentioned him earlier. What is it? Laugh Now, Fly Later. What's Khalifa's new project?
Yeah. No, where's I thought that was. I thought I mentioned that last episode.
Did you? You might have. You might have. We'll take that.
Either way, it's.
And now it's time for Ari's
Come on,
Song of the Week.
Lady A, Lady Ari.
You're back now to Jack Off Hour. This is DJ Easy.
Pumpkin spice.
Oh my goodness.
What you got for us this week, eh?
Oh my goodness. There we go. You need a sound drop.
We definitely need a sound drop for Ari.
Oh Lord.
The Oh My Goodness Song of the Week.
All right. So the artist is PLUTO this week, and the song is Heart Speak.
Heartbeat.
Heart Speak.
Heart speak.
Yeah. The artist's name is PLUTO. You ready?
Ari kept this one from me, y'all.
I did.
I'm finding out about it now.
Let me know.
Because I've been listening to the last one for the whole week.
Okay, G. Oh, wait.
You said heart speak?
Yes. PLUTO Heart Speak. I'm going to put it in the group chat.
Ready?
All right.
Yeah.
This is PLUTO with Heart Speak on www.
Sorry for so many questions. I'm just trying to get it right. I'm insecure, I need protection. Someone you could hold me tight. Fast forward, rewind, press play, and you will find that I'm just trying to last forever. I don't wanna kill the words.
All right.
That was PLUTO with Heart Speak here on the Words with Wade podcast. I want to thank y'all for listening. It is on the Jack Off line at 900-777, whatever.
Oh my gosh.
And that's everything, ladies and gentlemen. It's been episode 56. I, of course, am Young Aloysius. Young Aloe. Next week's show.
Lady Ari.
Next week's show. Hold on. I'll let y'all say this because I'm not a part of this. Next week, y'all doing holiday stuff. I don't know. What are y'all doing for the?
We are?
No, for y'all personally, not
We
for
are?
the show. What are y'all doing individually? Because I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not doing. Me.
Oh, I don't know. I got invited to a dinner. I don't be invited, like getting invited to nothing. And you know what? I'm going to be riding around. So who got some plates? I'm going to be riding around. Okay. I can accept the plates as housewarming gifts. Okay. Because, they going to have an empty fridge and shit. So, you see what I'm saying? So, Thanksgiving. See, I move in on December 3rd. You know what I'm saying? So I can save the food until then. You know what I'm saying? So, let me know who is offering plates. I will ride around and come take pictures of people and be like, yeah, this my housewarming gift, Lady Ari. Just saying.
So Ari will be riding the 757. It's a tour.
Yes, looking for plates.
Looking for plates.
I'm riding with Ari, yo.
I'm just gonna be looking for plates.
I'm riding with Ari.
Actually,
yes.
I actually got in
That's what's going on. I'm riding with Ari.
I actually got in a discussion with somebody about me. I'm not gonna go into discussion.
Uh-huh.
To go plates in hand.
Lord.
My
The
children.
black section joints with the clear lid.
Oh yeah, the Boston Market
We
joints.
riding with those.
My children will be out of town with their mother because I don't do that shit. Pagan holidays and all that. So I'll be joining. I'll be chilling. Y'all will come back with us episode 57. Make sure you subscribe, of course, to the Words with Wade podcast on
Please send me music.
SoundCloud, I was gonna say iTunes, Google Play, everywhere. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, make sure you find us.
And send me some good music.
Y'all go ahead and give out your social media.
Oh, all right, yeah. Let's go with
Check it.
Yeah, hold on. I'm signing in because I don't know what it is yet.
You can go to the rest of your social media.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So,
give out the rest while you trying to figure out your Twitter.
shut up. Man, he knew exactly what it was.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so Snapchat is HON3Y_DIPP3D. On Facebook, I'll give y'all, this is the last time I'm giving y'all the regular one because I'm about to give y'all another one. So it's Ariel, ARIELLE. Oh my goodness, Anderson.
Oh my goodness.
And on Twitter, since I can't change the name, I'm kind of stuck with it.
You
so
can't change
fucking
it? I thought
fight
you
me.
could change it. You can change it?
I don't know how to change it.
Just don't give it out yet. We'll change it. I know how to change it. We'll change it.
It's whack. It's like my old rap
I'm telling you,
name.
don't give it out. We'll change it. I know how to change it because I changed mine before. So
All right, never mind. Y'all
don't
don't
give it
get
out
that
yet.
yet.
Unless you want to. We gotta see is it available because it might not be available. So we'll work on that.
So right now, okay.
don't
So
give it
for
out.
right now,
Don't give it out. No.
oh, all right.
Because I know we're gonna change it too, but it might not be available. So we'll go back to that.
Look at that shit.
Oh Lord.
What the hell is that?
My old rap name.
leave that alone, please. Let's keep that on the low,
Oh, boy.
please. G.
That's why I say Bonquisha.
Close to it.
It says bars with Bonquisha.
Yeah. It has MC in my name too. It's horrible.
It's horrible.
Oh, no. Yeah.
It's horrible. Keep that.
to yourself.
G, what's your social media?
I'm gonna stop giving out my social
Here
media.
you go.
They don't like me. It's _G_LI, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, AGR.GLI, Snapchat, AGR.G. Make sure you check out the website, AGRHQS.com.
And as far as me, if I don't die in his studio with Ari, social media, of course, is always the same on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Xbox, Facebook, what the fuck ever. It's
Wait for it.
Ari's so fucking stupid. The comedy is going on in this place, y'all. Understand? It's the Wade Blogs. Hit me up, follow me. Make sure you follow the Words with Wade podcast on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook as well. We have a group, Facebook fan page. And make sure you go to Uncut Magazine every day for your daily hip hop.
Shameless motherfucking plug.
Shameless plug. That's all the plugs we need. That's all the plugs. I did see Justice League. Quick review, 6 out of 10 for me.
Damn.
I give it a 6 out of 10. It was way better than Batman vs Superman, but still not better than Thor. So 6 out of 10 for me. Punisher is on Netflix right now. I'm watching that. I'm episode like 7. It's pretty good. Make sure you check that out. Anything else? I think that's it. Is that everything?
Yes.
G, is everything?
Fuck the beehive.
Hey.
You got extra loud for that. You funny.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
I
think that's it. I think that's everything.
That's it, man. Come on.
I'm trying to think. Episode
There
50,
ain't nothing there.
56. Yeah, it's everything. All right. So, as always, you may agree with what we say. You may not agree with what we say.
Okay.
But one thing you can agree with,
What's that?
we keep it uncut.
Uncut.
Till next time, y'all. Catch you on the internet.
Cheer.
Thanks for listening to the Words with Wade podcast. Make sure you follow us online using the hashtag WordsWithWade.